Welcome to Eventicon 2021, The Comeback. The reason we titled our event The Comeback is because we're literally experiencing that, right? With the in-person return of events. That's an obvious fact. Now let me kind of rewind, going back to our origin story, and I'll kind of bring it full circle in terms of, where we are today. Eventcombo started back in 2015. So we're 6, 7 years old, if my math is correct. Now, our origin story consists of identifying a gap in the industry, and that gap consisted of the following points. Folks who are buying tickets for events through one platform like Eventbrite, which is a great platform, and others, and they were independently booking parking, airline tickets, hotels, restaurant meals, Uber, Lyft. We discovered that fragmentation, and we built a platform that consolidated the entire event ecosystem into a single transaction. So, we gave birth to the Eventcombo concept, where not only can you buy tickets, but you can also book an Uber, you can pay for parking, and you can really do everything that you need to do around the event transaction in a single experience, a consolidated experience. So just like all of you, Eventcombo comes from the in-person world. Now, of course, last year, all of that got thrown upside down with COVID and the pandemic and the consequences of it. The fact is that COVID is a horrible pandemic, and is still striking many parts of the world. Having said that, and I lost 2 aunts to it, so it hit home for me and my family. Having said that, it's been a wonderful opportunity in so many ways. What's happened is that an industry that was very much a legacy industry with outdated technology, business as usual practices, really no innovation in almost 2 decades, was forced to retool. And as the industry was forced to retool, there was a technologization that took place. And now you have the birth of the future of events, right? Because there's been new technologies that have been introduced. I mean, we launched fireworks last year as a result of COVID and the demand to go virtual. And many other companies were also born during this time. So, it's an exciting time to be in the industry for the first time since we came into existence. As I mentioned previously, it was very much a boring, dull industry. Today, as I sit here, by the way, I'm not wearing any socks. I just want to admit that. As I sit here, it's a wonderful opportunity. With the wonderful opportunity, there's the concern of a lot of folks in the ecosystem being left behind. I'm talking about supply chain, catering, transportation, and a lot of other industries that are directly, connected to the event industry. So we're going to address that in our 2-day event session, right? We're going to do a lot of crystal gazing in terms of what we can anticipate and expect. And we're very optimistic in terms of where the industry has been last year and how it's evolved and how it's going to continue evolving. We're going to contribute to the comeback of the ecosystem. We've lined up some great minds. We're very excited about the folks that we have on the Eventicon stage, if you will, today and tomorrow. And we're going to be touching on a variety of topics, production, regulatory, compliance, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, mixed reality, and the birth of what everyone's calling hybrid, but we've started calling it Phygital, right? Physical and digital. The Phygital experience is before us now. So the fact is that the events that are going to come back to us now are not going to be the same events that we remember before 2020. They're going to be different. They're going to be edgier, and we're pushing that envelope. Now, having said that, there's a great lineup of wonderful folks that we have on the roster for you today. I'm gonna kick it off to our wonderful hostess, Karen Loftus. Karen is a adventurous in chief of Women's Adventure Travels, and she's a wonderful friend. And we're so excited that she's going to be hosting us today and tomorrow. Karen, over the years, has produced comedy tours, theatrical events worldwide, lifestyle events for celebrities. So she knows the event industry inside out. She's traveled to over 75 countries, which is amazing. As a comedian, as a playwright, as a performer, and a producer, and no doubt, Karen is a sought-after speaker, writer, producer, content creator, and what I call a luxury travel aviator. She's an amazing asset for us, and we're so happy that she's on our team. So without further ado, Karen, if you can please appear on the magical screen, that'd be wonderful. And one thing I wanted to mention. Hey, Karen. One thing I wanted to mention was get ready for some wonderful, experience glitches today. I don't call them technical glitches because every platform we've seen in the virtual realm has some gremlins that appear. So I've started calling it, experiences, because you have to embrace them. Another interesting thing is as we get into the actual event and the handoff to Karen, is virtual events are real TV productions. And we learned that firsthand, is the amount of energy and planning and execution that goes into producing a virtual event is no different than producing a live television show. So it's it's a great realization, and again, we're super excited. Karen, I'm going to be quiet. I love talking, and I'm going to hand off to you. Thank you so much, Jill.
Thank you, Saroosh, and thanks to all of you for attending today. It's going to be a very busy day. So we have some great speakers. I don't want to waste any time, as I want to hear everything that everyone has to say.